Just gonna leave it in God's hands, man. I ain't even putting an introduction on my video today. And yes, I done relapse. I'm mad as fuck, man. I'm seeing so much shit, y'all. I'm seeing so many things. I'm seeing people sowing so many seeds, man. You know what I'm saying? But more bad than good. More bad than good. Man, I was on the Sakari channel, the Deacon's channel, man, last night, listening to what they was talking about. And these brothers really think that the Mexicans are part of the 12 tribes. But I want to reinforce my stance on it. I truly feel like Mexicans are Spaniards. They're not even melanated. They're like something in nature that's pure, that has that the nature that something has absorbed the nature out of. You know what I'm saying? That's like eating Taco Bell and then getting a taste of authentic tacos. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, look around you, man. Look around you. This shit is so spiritual. It is a kindergartner can see this shit. Cause a child uses logic. Childs are like the smartest things that, man, I'm talking about. They so much of a sponge, man. They're so smart. They're so intelligent. But why do we have to bring them in this world to assimilate them to this bullshit? Motherfucker, I speak proper English. You have to act this way. You have to act accordingly. Who told you that? Who told you gotta act a certain way to be accepted? Who told you that? As long as you on the path to higher knowledge and you looking for God, that's all God asked you for. He wants you to obey his laws. He wants you to keep looking for him. But why keep looking for him? Because once you find him, you realize he's dead in front of you, and the devil's right there by you too. For real, man. When they had the slave trade and they was dropping off all these slaves at these damn islands and shit, and they took their culture with them. But where did their culture come from? The culture comes from the original slaves. That means food, dances, how to treat your man and how to treat your woman, all of them was in our culture. And they've been slowly taken from us. They've been taken from us, bro, for years. They've been taken from us for years, bro. Look at this, man. You got black people that open businesses and want to sell soul food, but you are promoting the devil, man. That's devil food. Then when you look at all these fucking foods, man, like I just got through eating at a Mexican restaurant. I'm looking at this food. I said, man, that's our people's food. That's our people's food. Ain't no fucking way it can't be. That's our fucking people's food, dude. But they put they fucking Mexican, American, Asian, Egyptian, African. They put their motherfucking mark of the beast stamp on that shit. They put their stamp on it and called it their own. Everything's stolen. Everything comes from our people, man. Everything. I better wake the fuck up. I better wake the fuck up. Shit. And I don't, like I said, I'm not a racist, man. I'm not a racist. Because like I said, there's only two races. Everything in between is biracial, man. Fuck it, man, take all these names off that shit. Man, call a horse, man. Call a duck a duck. If it quacks, it quacks. Maybe maybe the people that we lay the foundation for in the future will make better decisions. Maybe they'll make better decisions, man. I'm like, man, for real, man, like biblically, man, it said that we would come in Egypt, not once but twice. That's one sign. Then, like I said, during the slave trade, they dropped all of these melanated people through all of these different islands and stuff like that, and we was spread out. We was dispersed. But how do you leave black and come back white? You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, sugar that you put on cereal is white as fuck. But then when you scratch your head and you think about the sugar cane's brown. So if they gonna process the sugar cane, why they gotta bleach it? Why they gotta make it white? Because it's not pure. It's not pure. Use your fucking mind. Use your ass, bro. Use your fucking ass, man. I'm sick of all these fucking groups with these different ideologies. Man, I ain't no Muslim, and I'm not no fucking Hebrew Israelite. I'm what God say I am. I'm what God say I am. And he said that we're the Israelites. He didn't say that we was a part of no fucking Hebrew Israelite groups and shit like that. That's the problem. All y'all different groups got these different ideologies, and y'all using these groups to push y'all narrative because y'all perception is in y'all environment. Y'all perception is in y'all environment, especially if you live in California. And if that ain't Egypt, what is it? Hollywood. Talking about the holly tree. Planting seeds in your head and spells and shit. Yeah, y'all perception is fucked up because all y'all friends is fucking Edomites and Sodomites. Right there, the enemy's right there next to you. They infiltrated your whole organization. And when y'all go home, y'all laying right next to them. So y'all got your own narratives, man. Y'all got your own fucking narratives. But we gon' cut the head off, man. We gonna cut the head off them bodies, man. I mean, all of these canned prefixes, like I was saying in the video before it cut off, Egyptian, American, Asian, you know, like who don't like Mediterranean food? You know what I'm saying? So since everything is took from each culture and made a certain culture's own for profit, spiritually taking something that's rightfully someone else's and making it their own, and deceptively saying that you a righteous person. I mean, there's so much deception out here. But not only that, just look at how certain individuals strip the earth of everything that it has. Strips the earth of all of its natural resources. So to me, that's a characteristic of certain individuals that has deficiencies in order to stay on top. Because that's the only way certain individuals can live. That's the only way certain individuals can live. Because they have a lack of some spirituality problem. You know, why wouldn't you take from certain individuals that have creative instincts? I mean, if you don't have this creative spiritual gene and you constantly taking, I mean, what is the motive behind it? The motive behind it is it got to be unrighteous, because you say you love the planet. You say you love the planet, but you stripping it of its natural resources. You say you hate certain individuals say they hate blacks, but you want a 10. You say that you that you say that it's just so much contradictory in certain individuals' character, man. It's like, I mean, dancing, food, and all of it's for monetary gain. All of it's for monetary gain. You know what I'm saying? Like when you from the sun, when you from the sun, you get everything you need, creativity and all. But my thing is this: you pollute the oceans. You say this is 2022 and we still have slavery. You still have talented individuals putting out their creativity, and they have people gaining off people's creativity, and then their families is still poor. Like, you would think if you Michael Jackson, any one of and if it's all of his family should be rich forever. All of it, his whole family should be rich forever. All of them. But that's not the case. You got Tupac. His whole family should be rich forever. Any person in the music industry, their family should be rich forever. Any basketball player, just athlete in general, that sells they likeness to an organization, they family should be rich forever. But you got to think, all blacks are like walking nuclear power plants. Y'all don't watch the movie Matrix. Y'all watch the movie Matrix. Each individual creates a certain amount of energy that the Matrix lives off of. So let me put it in perspective. Black people play sports, entertainment, creativity in general, just pure creativity. And it drives the engine that runs the economy, because you have people that has to like, as far as the judicial system, that has to do all to keep all the files in place. You have lawyers, you have judges, you have in sports you have media pundits, sports what do you call it? Just talking heads, period, wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for the athlete. YouTube, murders, killings, news, all of this is driven off the energy of blacks. And this is energy transferred. Life or death. Mainly death, because a lot of blacks are selling their souls. And they know this, but they signed their name on the dotted line. They signed their name on the dotted line. But if this is 2022 and we are American. Why can't we own our own? Why we still got to be slaves? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we produce? If we're producing our own creativity, why do they get to bottle it up and sell it? And then that solves the black issue right there. If we create all of these different monetary monetary products, why can't we own it? Why won't they let us own it? Because they fear that we would produce more income than them. That's my only logic. But spiritually, when you have something that's taking energy, taking, that's like your neighbor. That's like your neighbor. Lights get cut off, and they run a plug to your house, and you keep wondering why your LG&E bills have. You keep wondering why your LG&E bills have. It's there's no fucking way that all of these different races, not all of these different races, excuse me, biracial people, not all of them, but a lot of them are close to being whited out. It's just natural logic. That's just natural logic. You know what I'm saying? I know a dude from Oklahoma, and he most definitely looks he looks like an Indian. Now, Indian, Mexican, I mean, whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying? That's a social construct, I believe. That's like saying somebody's black or white. That's what we identify them as. But what are they truly spiritually? All you gotta do is look at their spirit. Look at them. All you gotta do is look at them. A lot of these people are deficient. Not meaning that they bad people, but whose side are they on, actually? Whose side are they on? Just because you have this skin tone and you speak Spanish, it still means you black. But if you looking like Justin Timberlake and you speak Spanish, what are you? You just a Caucasian that's speaking Spanish. And y'all know this, and Sakari, the Deacon, y'all know this. But see, what happens is your perspective is changed because y'all literally in Egypt. Y'all live in California, the West Coast. And that's exactly how Egypt looked. And I gotta say this, man. Biblically, when they said Christ was being persecuted by his own people, and Rome took over Egypt 70 BC, I'm going to reinforce this. Egypt was already looking like the projects. Urban renewal was coming through, and they was rebuilding it to make it look like just like it did. Because certain people had their hands in the government, because the government was it was suffering from multiculturalism, however you say it. I got gum on my mouth. Multiculturalism. That's what Egypt was suffering from. That was America. That was the first America that was infiltrated. Then you got Rome, which was the second great nation, and now you got America. So a lot of people got loved ones that they love, are friends that they love, that they can't grasp that they're not their race. You can't help who you love at your heart. But you're not using your spiritual logic. Because if the police pull y'all motherfuckers over, he's gonna pull that motherfucker that closer identifies with him out the car, and they gonna pin the shit on you, and they gonna let him go scot free. Because it happened. It's been happening since the beginning of the time, man. That's all I got to say, man. Like it's so many seeds out here. There's people sowing these seeds, and they're not all good seeds. They planting these seeds in people's heads because they have a narrative, because of a group. But God wants us all as one, the real spiritual melanated people. But it's all for monetary gain. That's why people start their own groups. But why it got to be a group? Because it's all for monetary gain. Because we too busy trying to put the top hat on, deceptively trying to put the top hat on, and be like Daddy Warbucks and wear the tight collar and the tight hat. I don't care what y'all say, fringes or not, y'all still have an agenda. That's all it is, man. You can see anything that's not spiritual gets exposed, man. Anything that's not spiritual will get exposed. It can't withstand the test of time. Motto on my channel is brighter you shine, the more you influence. Let's grow together.